Welcome to the 2021 look back on the year and how it was. Now, this video is a very special video because this will only be one time a year, obviously, because why make it twice a year? I mean, one video is enough unless there's so much that happened I have to split it in two parts, but I don't think it will ever happen. Anyways, this year has been rough. It has been a cart ride, and there was more downs than ups, and just in general, a shit year on its own. The start of the year wasn't even that bad. Like, the first half of the year was okay, it was acceptable. It wasn't like the best, but it was okay. It was like any other year really. And the second part of the year, Jesus fucking Christ, that sucked fat ass. Like, god damn it. But yeah, let me just put it all together in one video. Okay, so first starting with the start of 2021. I was happy that 2020 was over because, everyone said the worst year basically and all that bullshit, even though it wasn't really that bad of a year for me. It was more of a win year for me, right? I mean, I don't know what really to say. But, 2021 started with me getting scammed actually, because I fell for a retarded scam for no fucking reason, because I was really fucking stupid at that point. And I just fell for like a simple scam. Like, people say, oh, you've been reported, you wanna know, you should like contact this guy to get your account and shit. Get your account saved and all that bullshit, just some gay ass shit, some sketchy ass shit. And yeah, I lost all my TF2 items, and I kind of feel bad for that, because I could have avoided that so easily, but at that specific day, they had to really text me on that day when I was the most vulnerable to anything, because that day I was like fucking stoned or some shit. So yeah, I got scammed at the start of the year, and that was a shit start into the year, to be honest. Oh man, it would only get worse from now on. I actually made, this year was actually, the first month of the year wasn't necessarily a dub, it was a shit start to the year because I got scammed. But yeah, it was half dub, half shit. So what actually happened in the same month, I got a scripter for a game, the clicker game to be exact. I was really happy to get a scripter finally for my goddamn game that I wanted to make for months on end. And yeah, after getting that, was like good start of the year, I mean, besides me getting scammed, pretty cool year, I guess. I got 3,000 visits on that game, and honestly, it was a cool, good game until the scripter and me had a little fight. It was just a big fight because I made a big mistake in the fight, which was when I fired him, I put a statue of him being bloody and all that shit in my game for no reason. I was just mad at him for not doing what he's supposed to do, and that was working my game. Because at that point, it was like a week, and I told him to, do shit on my game and, work on my game, because I'm paying him for him working on my game. So I told him like every single day, in a week, yo, we should work on my game. We need a dev day. Like, we need to add this and this to the game, and I have like a new idea. And then after that, you can do your shit. But he didn't do that. And I was just like, oh, well, okay, fuck you. Then I guess I'm just gonna fire you. And I was mad at him, so I made the bloody statue, which was a bit bloody, obviously. Now, that was a big mistake. I apologize for that. Still, it was a dumb thing I did, and I learned all of that. But also another thing that was pretty sad is to get the game instantly died after that very thing happened. I'm happy that didn't invite any of his friends, because that would hurt the game even more, and I don't know, in itself would hurt my image a bit more, even though I don't really care about my online image no more, because on itself, I don't care what people think no more. That's why I say like fucked up shit that's not even true on like, I don't know, on like Discord servers. Like, I don't fucking know, I make like weird ass jokes about children and shit. It's just fucking, like, it's weird, don't get me wrong, but I don't really care what people think of that, if they think it's true or not. Like, I don't care, I really don't. Of course, sometimes, shit, my opinions matter, and I take some shit to heart, and then, tell, yo, this actually ain't right, and, you should think about that a bit more. I'll basically do that from time to time, but, whatever. Anyways, after this thing happened, this little incident, with the bloody statue, there was a bit of silence, actually, until the huge drama, or a bit of a drama with Sonic happened. Sonic OP. This actually happened this year. I didn't even notice that. I thought it was like last year, but it actually happened this year. Nothing much happened in March, actually, or March and April. Nothing really happened in March and April. It was really just May was a bit of a changer for me, a bit of a life changer. Not really life changer, but like online life changer, my online life. I have an online life, but damn. But basically my online life changed a bit because I lost a good friend of mine, which is Sonic OPL. I talked about him so many fucking times because I have yet to tell him so many things about my thinking and why I think specific things, I just want like a good argument that lasts for like, or like a good, discussion on like this entire drama we had, and just to, complete it. And I'm not complete yet, I want like a 20 minutes long, session or some shit, so we can, clear this shit out, so that I can finally rest and can actually sleep well, you know what I'm saying? But that thing isn't really gonna happen, and there's one thing about this, which is that he blocks me all the time, and it doesn't matter what the fuck I do, he just blocks any sort of contact with me. Now, that's gay, like, honestly, like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop the bullshit, just one more time, okay? And then you can say goodbye forever. We don't have to talk ever again. Just this one more, just one time. Just one time. It's actually 20 minutes off your day, or 30 minutes maybe, to have an argument with me about the entire situation. I wanna, friends after this whole entire thing. Yeah, sure, I guess, that's your decision. I don't. If you, agree with my statements and you agree with what I think, then, good. But we're not gonna become friends either way. Even if you wanna become friends with me again, it's over. I can't. Okay. The thing is just that there's also, things that happened in the past too. That he's just being like a piece of garbage. He's like fucking. I don't know. It looks like he's trying to make me use the words. You know exactly what I'm talking about, like the N-word and shit. He's trying to make me say that. He's, pushing my fucking limits, basically. Until I eventually say it. And it's not really that hard to do, because honestly, it's just really easy to do, actually. If you just, make me mad a bit, I eventually use the N-word, because I don't care about using it. I'm not some Twitter person that complains about it if you use the N-word. Like, if you're black, white, Asian, or whatever the fuck you are, you can't use the N-word. No one fucking cares. No one should care, at least, A lot of people care, of course, because, well, let's just say they're retards, and actually realize that's just a fucking word. And if you look on the story of that word, why don't you so go and start on every single other word there is? Like, look, people look on, like, the N-word and look on the definition and shit like that, but people don't look on the definition, like, on retard or some shit. Like, it's an insult either way. Like, you shouldn't be using those words, but since we use them, why can't we just also normalize saying the N-word? Like, honestly, I just don't see the problem that N-word bad or not, and with the fucking history or not, I just don't get the entire thing. Just because something happened 70 fucking years ago, or 80 years ago, I don't really know how long it's ago, but because something happened like 70, 80 years ago is gonna make me stop saying the N-word. Like, I don't care what happened 70 to 80 years ago, bro. It's the past, it's history, no one cares about that shit. Unless you're some kind of dude that is like, that's completely into this motherfucking history shit. I mean, go you, I guess, but I don't care about history, so I don't care about the meaning behind the N-word. Like, I don't genuinely care. That's why I guess that's also why I think I get like hate for that shit, because they know it's bad and they know the exact meaning, but I don't, because I don't give a shit. Like, if you call me faggot, I'm eventually gonna call you the N-word if you're black. Like, it's just it's just a counter, basically. But oh well, enough complaining about words, let's move on, god damn. After this entire situation, I got banned like a few months after the block from Sonic OPL. We still talked in the group from time to time. We had like a few arguments here and there, and honestly, Crazy Course just wouldn't let us argue. I mean, it's one in the rules that we shouldn't argue on the server, but where else are we supposed to do it? In DMs? Yeah, that works perfectly fine, because it's not like Sonic OPL blocked me or something. That works entirely fine. Like, bruh, the fucking channel was dead anyway, so even if we would argue in there, who cares about the argue? Not just because of a stupid word. I mean, come on, man. It's just... Okay, so if you don't know exactly what happened and what actually made Sonic delete me, it's because I sent a GIF that I deleted really quickly, which is just, I don't listen to N-words, And it was a really funny GIF to me, but I didn't want to send it to him because... I thought it was racist. It was racist, but it was funny in a way. Because we were joking around with the N-word back then a bit, I was like, well, this is not like a big deal, but it's like racist now, so I don't want to send it to him because he's sort of black, I mean, with sort of black, or with kind of black is what I said. I literally just meant that he's mixed and he's kind of black. He's white, but he's also black at the same time. That's what I fucking meant, not anything else. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But honestly, overall, the entire first half of the year was more boring than anything else. Like, there wasn't really anything happening. And sure, I met friends here and there, I had my small experiences here and there, but it wasn't really that interesting. The second part of the year was actually the one that was interesting, and that I thought, that also like changed me a bit about how I think about certain things on the internet. Now, I do have to say that the second half of the year was a lesson, but also weird at the same time. It's not necessarily hard for me to go through such things like online drama, because just online, it's not like I'm getting cancelled IRL. Even if I would get cancelled IRL, I would not give a single shit. Because, at least I get that fame XD. I mean, not really. Honestly, like, a lot of people say that shit, like, that I, like, only go for fame and views. And honestly, that's not very true, because I made this channel for literally just my friends. Just that for some reason, some random bitches be thinking, yo, it's funny, this video's, I'm fucking with his videos, let's watch this shit. And they don't even give me full watch time. Like, bitches, give me at least give me full watch time. A lot of people say that I, like, only go for fame and all that stuff, but that's not very true. I made this YouTube channel for originally just my friends. I never expected anyone to click the videos besides my friends. Like, I don't know who thought it was a good idea to click on these motherfucking videos. Like, they're not well made, they're not well edited. Why are you watching this? It's genuinely fucking weird. But can I be complaining? I mean, it's been a lifelong dream for me to become famous. Even though I would not really, say it to myself that I'm famous, because it's just not true. Because, fame is like, I don't know, I would say someone is famous at, like, I don't know, if they get like an average of 1,000 views per video, or, they have like big subscriber count, like 100,000 or some shit, something like that. I count those people as being famous, because, they get good views and people actually care about them. Now, if some motherfucker like me, I get like an average above 20 per video. I don't know who watches these videos. Let me know in the comment section who watches these goddamn videos. I genuinely want to know. And then there's the last video, by the way. What the fuck was going on with the last video? It has like 50 views. Who watched that? Generally, I'm actually like questioning this. Who watched that video? Because it got 9 likes. I'm looking on that because, usually likes come from friends. But there weren't 9 friends that watched my videos. Who liked that video? Who fucking thought that was a good video? That was not my friend. The fuck is going on? I mean, sure, like some friends watched it, like 4 of them, or 5, but not 9. Fucking 9 of my friends don't even watch my videos. That's way too much. Like, I don't know, I don't get the math. I don't get the mathematics. But oh well. Moving on with the second part of the year, with the interesting part. Second part of the year started sorta in a drama, a big fight. Nothing was really going on with me, and I was just gaining friends, losing friends, and all that bullshit. And I was just playing FNF and shit. I just started the year. I just kind of found some games I can play and shit. And actually, what started to happen was I got in a drama in a community, the AFK Simulator community, which I'm now cancelled in, which is pretty funny. I mean, literal figures that are friendly with me are literally getting like banned from that group just because they're friends with me. It's dumb. It's really stupid. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's 100% true. Like, I have to fact check that, but I think it's true because someone actually got banned just because they're friends with me. So I guess it's true, just because of this one person, this one trans person. I don't want to give them more credit, honestly. It's just kind of homosexual. But yeah, even though the whole trauma, I addressed this many times, or I told you guys about this many times, about this entire drama situation. I literally made a video that's 24 minutes long, blah blah blah, you know the deal. Now I'm not gonna go over it all over again, because most of the part of the drama already. It's just on my channel. It's just like salt everywhere. Just said that salt is just information about the drama. If you want to know the entire drama, just go watch the video called Drama on my channel. It's still up there. I won't take it down anytime soon, just because it's that good of a video without any edits. Like, it's, I don't know, it's just good. But the only thing I want to tell you guys about the drama is just basically I got into a fight with a trans person, and they overreacted to some little small thing I said, thinking that it's like so wrong and all that. Even though the thing I said wasn't even that bad, I just said that they should at least spend their 1 second out of their fucking day to say hi to me. Like, it's not that fucking hard. Like, just do it if you want to be friends with me. It's not that hard to do. It's just a simple 2 letters of typing. And after I said that, basically, they just overreacted with some bullshit. It's just like, I'm just an attention-seeking whore and shit. I'm blaming them for like not having time or some shit. I'm blaming them for not being able to voice chat because they have a life. I mean, I mentioned voice chat for sure, but I'm not that sort of dude that would go up to you and say, yo, like, you have to voice chat with me. Not even once you'd have to voice chat with me. Like, yo, bitch ass. You can't just say you have no time. You have to voice chat. I'm forcing it, you bitch. That's not what I'm fucking saying. Like, if you don't have time, I'll just leave simply and I'll move on to like another friend or some shit. Like, just tell me if you don't have time and I'll leave. God damn it. But yeah, after this entire shit happened, I uploaded like a video on my channel. It got a lot of views because the leader, or the owner of the group, of the fan group, actually group shouted me and saying like I'm the worst person ever, I'm sexist. Okay, so I was getting the like transphobic part and shit. Racist, kinda, I guess, but that was sexist and fucking homophobic. First of all, I'm not homophobic, I'm probably more gay than Lil Nas X over here, but also sexist, like, you don't know how many times I've thought of women to jerk off to. Like, I don't know if I can be sexist if I think about having sex with females, and then fucking fapping my absolute shit to that. Like, I don't think that's, being sexist, having sexist feelings about, females. It's just some bullshit. I sure make, like, sexist jokes, because it's just a part of me. I like making dark jokes, because if I wouldn't make dark jokes, it just wouldn't be me, But anyways, let's just move on from that, and talk about the next thing in this year, which was a bit of a smaller thing that happened. And honestly, even though it was so small, I still like that it happened, because it's just friends. Okay, I met a lot of friends at the end of the year, like, and not a lot of new friends, just because I started playing a game, which is Riot actually, and I just met a lot of people. Not only that, I also met some cool people during an incident, like the little Christmas N-word cult, if you watch my other video, you know about it. But yeah, it's basically where I met the most people, really. I mean, I met 3 people in there. I'm only talking to one of them. But, what I like to do is having one friend that has like a big friend group, so I can go in that friend group and, make more friends. I just like doing that, I like meeting new people. And even though I'm like a bit antisocial and a bit, I have a bit of social anxiety over here, I still like meeting new people. And even though I have anxiety and all that bullshit, it doesn't stop me from liking to meet new people and, having interest in that. And I guess why I like meeting new people mainly is also because of it's just new stories. Your friends, like your old friends that you have, you basically know everything about them. There's nothing new to tell. It's not like I don't like them. I like them, as my friends, because they've been there since a little while. But I just want to meet new people too, because I like listening to new stories and, new people's histories. And that's just one thing I've been doing since I'm basically on the internet. But, even though I've been going through a lot of a-holes this year and a lot of like other people and whatever and all this drama, the end of the year really hit the hardest. Even though I got scammed at the beginning of the year, which was, shit, but it was not as bad as what happened at the end of the year, which was my grandpa being diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 cancer. It just had to be stage 4, not stage 3, not stage 2, stage 4. Awesome. And that's fucking shit. But oh man, in December, not in November, December, my grandpa got into the hospital and all that shit. He got his treatment and they figured out what he had, and that was literally stage 4 cancer. Now, problem really was that we didn't know how long my grandpa was gonna live. The doc said, or like, I don't know, a few days ago, my grandpa got to the doc, which they were talking about, how long my grandpa has to live for, and how much time he has left basically, and all that bullshit. And apparently he has 6 months left. Now, if we give him like weed cookies, he's eventually gonna live longer. And on itself, my grandpa is very resistant against everything, really. I mean, how else would he live through stage 4 cancer for like at least 3-4 fucking years? Like, the cancer parasite has been there for a long time, obviously, because otherwise the fucking lung, like, okay, I can't really show it right now because it's kind of private, but let's just say, imagine 2 lungs, right? But the right side, there's literally half the lung missing because the cancer parasite already ate that shit. So yeah, cancer literally ate half of his fucking lung, and he's still alive. I mean, you can't live with only like one lung, but just that he lived with this shit. It's just showing the amount of resistance my grandpa really has. Even though he's going through pain and shit, he's not gonna die that easily. If we give him weed cookies and all that shit, he eventually is gonna live longer, And To be honest, no one can actually tell how long my grandma's gonna live for, cause you don't know when you die, you know, no one knows when you're gonna die. It could be in 2 years, it could be in 3 years, it could be in 5 years, it could be in an entire decade, or it could be basically tomorrow. We wouldn't know. That's why I'm gonna just keep my cool, you know, and I'm not gonna like cry about it, and I'm not gonna sit here literally crying, cause that shit is not productive. I have to be productive, you know what I mean? Cause if I'm not productive, I feel like actual shit. And if I'm sad or I'm crying, I'm not productive. I'm not being productive. I can't even be productive while that happened, cause while I'm crying, I'm taking valuable time away, which I could have spent otherwise. I mean, not really. Sometimes I just sit here waiting for friends. But thing really is that like crying helps me with nothing, you know. The only thing that crying really does is like, you know, let your soul breathe. But yeah, I just think crying doesn't really help you. I mean, sure, you can like have a little crying session, but just don't be sad for hours and hours. That takes valuable time away you could have spent otherwise. Or you could have spent being happy, for example. Like I'm happy when I talk to my friends, you know. I like my friends a lot because they help me go through specific shit I'm going through right now. And even though I'm going through all this shit right now, mentally it's draining me, of course, but overall I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm not doing better than like 2020, because that's just a straight up life. I would say that I'm doing worse than 2020. People always say like 2020 is the worst year, but genuinely, I think the worst year was this year, because I really gone through entire fucking dramas and whatever, really. I got through everything possible you could actually imagine, you know, going through, and that's just something for me, I guess. Now, how can I explain this year in one sentence, or in 2 words? I guess in a sentence I'd say that this year was actual shit, and that's it, that's a sentence, you know. There was nothing really done this year besides this channel being created, and I'm gonna do some honorable mentions now. I created a new game, like a few new games on Roblox this year, which was a dub, I guess. Take it as you will. I made new friends. I have new friends. You know, I just have more friends than, you know. I basically made new friends than lost friends. You know, it's good. I like having. But I also lost a one friend that I actually care about. You know, the rest is just I don't care. Okay, it's not really that deep. This channel has been created this year, which was sort of a dub, I guess. I don't know. It's just I like uploading. Okay, I like making videos, but it's just like does this count as a dub? I mean, really, just creating a channel on YouTube ain't really that hard. I mean, editing is sort of kinda hard for me, because, you know, I have to edit out the parts where I just don't speak. Okay, if you didn't know, I edit my videos like this, so I think about something in my videos, if there's like fucking 3 minutes of silence, and then I can actually say something, you know. That's the parts where I edit the shit out, because I'm literally here, sitting here, doing exactly literally nothing, and just thinking of what the fuck I'm gonna say next. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. That's just a problem with me. I started recording not knowing what to say, and that's why this video takes long too, because this fucking recording right now is 40 minutes long. 40 minutes, goddamn. Without the, like, long parts and shit, like, so this video is gonna become pretty long, I guess. I don't know. But oh man, me and Pixel got closer together this year, I guess. As friends, you know. But oh well. Another thing, I slept through Sylvester this year. I wanted to look at it because I was curious if they're gonna like bomb all this shit today. But I just didn't really feel like, you know, waking up. So my body was just like, no, wait, just sleep. It doesn't matter. You don't have to look at funny explosions. Just sleep for once. You know, so I slept eventually. But oh well, I don't think there's anything else really to say. Besides that, I started playing FNF. Basically, I got into this like 4 key rhythm gaming and 7 key rhythm gaming, 6 key blah blah blah. But I don't say that's a dub. It's just an extra game I play. It's like every year I have a game I like to play. It's just that, you know. Because also I've been playing Fortnite. Like at the very end of the year, I had to start playing Fortnite again. Like I don't know, man. But yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.